to Muhammad Rosman. My meeting number is 17-F20F2009. I'm from class -F2B.
Assalamualaikum and a very good evening. My name is Muhammad Alif bin Marahim. My matrix number is 17-F20F and 20F40.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Muhammad Azli Abdul Wahid. My matric number is 17-F20F2017.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Nulia binti Azanuddin. My number matric is F2065.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Intan Nabila binti Rosli. My matric number F2036.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Izzati binti Jamizan from DHF2B. Number matric F2003.
I want to explain about attentiveness. What is attentiveness? Attentiveness is to describe someone who is full of attention, watching and listening carefully, such as an attentive student who takes great notes and asks questions when something is isn't clear. Definition of attentive: adjective, taking heed, giving close and thoughtful attention. When an agent is ready to speak with customers, the most important element of a conversation is attentiveness. If a customer is using feelings like they are being heard, the conversation will go south quickly and become irreparable. Ensure agent listen to customers and pay attention. Asking follow-up questions are needed by referencing what the customer has said when they frame their own communication. A customer service soft skills like attentiveness show customer you care. Maksud attentiveness ni dia macam menggambarkan seseorang yang penuh perhatian dan menjadi pendengar yang teliti. Contohnya macam pelajar, dia penuh perhatian yang mengambil nota dan bertanya soalan apabila sesuatu perkara yang tidak jelas. Perhatian ni juga kata sifat, mengambil berat atau iktibar, memberi perhatian yang teliti dan bernas. Contohnya, apabila ejen bersedia untuk bercakap dengan pelanggan, elemen yang paling penting dalam perbualan ialah perhatian. Jika pelanggan tidak merasa seperti mereka didengari, perbualan akan pergi dengan cepat dan tidak boleh diperbaiki. Kita kenalah memastikan ejen mendengar pelanggan dan memberi perhatian, bertanya soalan susulan seperti yang diperlukan, tetapi merujuk apa yang pelanggan telah katakan apabila mereka merangka komunikasi mereka sendiri. Kemahiran ini perlulah diterapkan dalam perkhidmatan pelanggan seperti menunjukkan pelanggan anda mengambil berat.
And today, I would like to explain about listen actively. Listening is one of the most important skills that you can have. How well you listen has a major impact on your job effectiveness and on the quality of your relationships with others. These are examples on how to becoming an active listener. Step number 1, you can pay attention. You can look at the person directly and put aside your distracting thoughts. And secondly, you must show that you are listening. For example, you can smile and use other facial expressions and make sure that your posture is open and interested. Number 3 is provide feedbacks. For example, you must ask questions to clarify certain points and summarize the person's comments periodically. And last one is respond appropriately. For example, that you can assert your opinions respectfully and treat the other person in a way that you think they would want to be treated. Next, I would like to explain more about engaging angry customer. Many of us have to deal with angry or unhappy clients as part of our roles, and it's never easy. But if we know what to say and more importantly how to say it, we may able to save our situation. These are one of the examples on how to handle these kinds of situation. Step number 1 is adjust your mindset. This means that you set aside any feelings you might have that the situation isn't your fault, or that your client has made a mistake, or they are giving you unfair criticism. Step number 2 is listen actively. You must resist the temptation to try to solve the situation right away or to jump to conclusions about what happened. Instead, let your client tell you their story. Number 3 is repeat their concerns. Once they had time to explain why they are upset, Repeat their concerns so you're sure that you are addressing the right issue. If you need to ask questions, you must make sure that you identify the problem correctly. Number 4, you must be empathic and apologize. Once you're sure that you understand your client concerns, be empathic. Show that you understand why they are upset. Number 5 is present a solution. If you feel that you know what will make your client happy, tell them how you like to correct the situation.
Today I would like to present about 3 problems that always happen in customer service and how to solve it. Some of the problems that usually happen between the staff and the customer are: number 1 is when the response times are too long. Customers nowadays anticipate instant communication from service departments. They want a fast answer to their issue. So that this is the first in a long list of frequent customer service issues that need to be handled by organizations. Some of the reasons why this major problem occurs frequently are because if the company does not establish a standard set of processes and practices to the field, answer and evaluate responses. Other than that, it is because if there is no accountability on the part of the agent, if response times have been really prolonged. The solution that we can do is ensure that your agents are aware of their roles and responsibility along with who they are accountable to if and when there are lapses in service. Secondly, the problem that is usually happen is when customer reps do not listen carefully to what the client needs. The reason is if the customer finds it difficult to explain the issue due to a lack of knowledge of relevant technical terms. So the solution that we can do is to ensure that you have understood the issue about what. Next, carrying out maintenance. Some of the ways to keep the maintenance to always be in good condition are keep the assets in good condition. The goal of maintenance lines of business is to keep assets in good shape, whether that is technical equipment, production resource, machines, building or anything else. The same can be said for customer service, making sure the customer asset in good condition. In order to achieve this, workflows need to be as efficient as possible. Secondly is maintaining flexibility to meet market requirements. Organizations are always striving to be able to manage the resources with enough flexibility to meet changing market requirements while still maintaining and improving customer satisfaction. The last one is improve your time to react. In an emergency or unexpected situation, you need to understand the whereabouts of all your customers, of all your resources and talent in order to remain agile and react quickly and effectively.
Today, I would like to present about the key takeaway of being more attentive. Effective communication is a clear expression of idea in a manner and tone that can be easily and correctly interpreted by another party. Communication is always a two-way process involving a messenger and recipient. Next, customers want to feel seen and heard by the businesses they interact with. With so many methods of communication, businesses that don't pay attention to customer needs are naturally going to be left behind. As we have discussed, customers prefer testing with businesses, and why would they? This fast information and requires minimal effort. This also makes testing a great way to follow up with customers and check in with them.
I would like to explain avoiding misunderstanding. Actively listen to what the other person is saying reduce the chance of a misunderstanding. It involves reflecting and confirming that each person can compare what is being said so that the fact and conquer are accurately heard. Better mutual understanding increase the effectiveness of communication between two persons. Diffuse conflict. When a person is being actively listened to, there is less chance of a conflict arising. Actively listen allow a person to freely when her feeling and conquer without interpretation or contradiction things. that can often result in unproductive argument. It is less likely that a person will become defiant or angry.
Considers different point. When a person knows her opinion is being heard and acknowledged, it is likely that she will be more willing to think about an alternative point of view or soften her own argument. Considering another person's position is often easier when personal argument views are respected and valued through attentive listening. Listening attentively helps both parties to gain a deeper understanding of each point of view and move forward toward a successful solution. Conclusion. Most of us do not listen at all. We naturally have ideas, our own opinions, prejudice, conclusion, and thus become a barrier and prevent us from listening. After all, if one is to listen, one must be attentive, and there is no attention if one is occupied with one's own thoughts, conclusion, opinions, evolution, then all communication ceases. Communication implies responsibility on the part of the listener and speaker. The speaker wishes to convey something, and the listener must partake, share in what is being said. It is not a one-sided affair. Both you and the speaker must be in communication with each other. That is, the word the speaker uses must have the same meaning for you also. There must be not only a verbal communication but also an intellectual understanding of the word and also of the nature and significance of the word and the sentences. There must also be an emotional contact. You may be intellectually aware of agreeing or disagreeing, rejecting or accepting, but that will not lead us far. Whereas if there were an intellectual awareness of what is being said, of what is implied, and also an emotional contact, then communication with each other would be possible.